Double sword? Double lightsaber? Hey guys, so if you're here, you already know what movie I'm watching. I am watching Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I'm super excited. We finished the original Star Wars trilogy or the Skywalker trilogy. I really don't know. I've seen it referred to as both. So we finished those original 3 films and now we're on to Episode 1, and I can safely say I have no clue why it's called The Phantom Menace and what it's about. So unlike the Skywalker saga, I'm going into this completely blind. I played some of the Battlefronts, I played some of the games, so I knew what was happening in the original trilogy, but with this one, completely blind. I do know that it has to do with Darth Vader's, Anakin's original story arc. That's all I know. But other than that, I don't know why he turned out the way he did. I don't know what happened. I'm going into it completely blind. And also, I noticed that there's a 15-year or 16-year gap since episode 6 and episode 1, so I kind of want to see why is that. So if anyone knows, gotta tell me, let me know why. And as always, if you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It helps the channel so incredibly much. I can't emphasize how much it means to me. You can always unsubscribe whenever you'd like, and it doesn't cost anything, so I really would appreciate it if you did. And if by chance you wanted to watch along for the full duration of the film, that is provided down in my Patreon. The link is below in the description, so consider that. Other than that, let's get on to the movie right now. Let's see what happened to Anakin. I want to know what the dealio is. Okay, that scared me. My volume's like extremely low, but it always blasts your ears. Definitely a good attention getter, George Lucas. Good job. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Alright. Because this is early. This is when Anakin was a pretty chill guy. That's what I'm guessing. And then before he turned into a not very chill guy. Did he kill off all the Jedi? Did he take it upon himself?
Captain.
Yes, sir.
Tell them we wish to board at once.
With all due respect, the ambassadors for the Supreme Chancellor wish to board immediately.
Yes, of course. As you know, our blockade is perfectly legal.
See, I don't trust that. He seemed very sketchy. I didn't like the way he said that. He's like, oh, of course, you know, this is legal, and I'm very excited to have you aboard.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't center on your anxieties, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan? Did he say Obi-Wan? Am I mishearing things? I do my hair like that sometimes.
The blockade is finished. We dare not go against the Jedi.
Begin landing your troops.
My lord, is that legal?
I will make it legal.
What do you mean you'll make it? It's either legal or not.
Kill them immediately.
I want to see them try to kill 2 Jedi. I want to see this. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. I like though his legs just came down into view. The robot design is pretty cool, I'd say. It's different than the droids that we're used to in the original saga.
Let's split up. Stow aboard separate ships and meet down on the planet.
You were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
Stupid.
I've heard that the Chancellor's ambassadors are with you now.
Is that Natalie Portman? It has to be. How old is she in this film? Does she age?
There is no trace of the Jedi. They may have gotten on one of your landing craft.
If they're down here, sir, we'll find them.
Not if they find you first. He's running with the animals. What? Wait. What's his name? I forgot his name. Oh my gosh. What's his name? Misa. Wait. What's his name?
You almost got us killed. Are you brainless?
Yes.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Misa called Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks. I was wondering where he was in the series. Jar Jar over here. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be great.
City.
Uh-huh.
Can you take us there?
Well soon. This way. Hurry.
I wonder how they did that, because he was obviously CGI, but how did they pay attention to him? Was it someone in a suit, or?
Misa back.
No, again, Jar Jar. You are going to the bosses. You are in big doo-doo this time.
What did Jar Jar do that was so horrible? I cannot imagine. I can't fathom what he did. This is very different than the original Skywalker saga. This is very different than what I'm used to.
Misa, clumsy.
You were banished because you were clumsy?
What? I wouldn't be banned from Earth. Dude, if that were an actual thing, I would be lost. This is not... Did we just enter Subnautica now? Oh, yes, I guess so. What?
There's always a bigger fish.
The writing.
Power's back.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm definitely noticing a difference in the writing of this Star Wars film. And it seems to be a bit more comical because of Jar Jar's existence. So Jar Jar is meant to be the comic relief.
Where are you taking that?
To Coruscant.
Coruscant, that doesn't compute. Wait, you're under arrest.
What's with these droids? It's like they think, but it's very comical the way they're acting.
Hello, boyos.
R2? For the next Star Wars movie, I'm gonna do my hair like him. Not him. I'm not like him. I'm gonna shave my head and I'm gonna cosplay.
It's impossible to locate the ship.
Not full of Sith. This is my apprentice, Darth Maul.
It's Darth Maul! I recognize Darth Maul. He was in one of the games. So many people love Darth Maul.
Tatooine. There's a settlement.
Land near the outskirts. We don't want to attract attention.
Tatooine, that's where Luke Skywalker resides. But this is before him. I am so confused. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Her Highness commands you to take her handmaiden with you.
She's curious about the planet.
Ooh.
This is not a good idea. Stay close to me.
Little do they know, that is the queen. I love the design of Tatooine. The diversity of different beings is so cool here.
You're a slave? I'm a person and my name is Anakin.
It's Anakin! I thought that was Luke. Alright, so I'm getting the timeline. This is Anakin's actual very beginning, and I recognize that he is not 3 years old. I guess I don't know what a 3-year-old looks like.
Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real.
I don't have anything else, but credits will do fine.
No, they won't.
Credits will do fine.
No, they won't. What, you think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand?
Yes, he's strong-minded.
Lolova Numatafa.
He sounds like a sim.
Yippee!
Actually a sim.
Mom, I'm home. These are my friends, Mom.
Hello.
I met them because you lost a bet and now we're slaves.
Come on, I'll show you 3PO.
Wait, 3PO? What?
He's not finished yet.
He's wonderful.
You built him by hand?
You really like him? Yeah.
Hello, I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relations, R2-D2. A pleasure to meet you.
It's their first meeting. Aww, they met for the first time. So cute.
Tatooine is sparsely populated. If the trace was correct, I will find them quickly, Master.
Darth Maul is speaking? I didn't think he had a voice. I don't know why.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
He has such a cool design. Darth Maul looks awesome.
We're on our way to Coruscant, the central system in the Republic, on a very important mission.
I may not like it, but he can help you. He was meant to help you.
Huh. Alright, so this is Anakin's beginning.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That makes us clear. Who was his father?
There was no father.
Oh. What?
I carried him, I gave birth, I raised him. I can't explain what happened. Can you help him?
Is this a Virgin Mary situation that happened? Is Anakin the new Jesus?
Hey, Jar Jar, keep away from those energy binders. If your hand gets caught in the beam, it's gonna go numb for hours.
Oh, I thought he was gonna get cut off. Jar Jar, come on. Oh my, he's gonna walk into it again. Bro, did he really just put his hand? Oh my gosh. Bro, this is stressing me out. Dude, is his arm gonna get ripped off? What's happening? Oh, the classic sounds, I miss them. I played pod racing when I was super little. That was probably my first time ever experiencing anything Star Wars related. And I knew how ridiculously hard it got for no reason. And how much I hated that ship. Driving that one was a nightmare.
I'll wager my new racing pod against the boy and his mother.
No pod is worth 2 slaves, not by a long shot.
The boy then.
Just gonna leave the mom behind?
We'll let the fate decide, huh?
What do you mean? Just answer.
Happen to have a chance, QB here.
No, it's fake. It's trick dice. You don't trust this man's.
You won this small tossed outlander, but you won't win the race, so it makes a little difference.
Why are you mad about chance? It was your idea. Of course there's a fart joke.
Just scrawny dough pot, Slimo.
Imagine bullying a child. Like, that's where this guy's level is. Like, he's bullying a child that has never even finished a race. Meanwhile, he's like the superstar. Imagine being on that level. Imagine being that low. I can't. You could just hit something. You don't have to murder something. Oh no. Oh no. How did you fix it? This really makes me want to play pod racing again. And I'm recognizing all the different sounds from each pod. What was that scream? It sounded like a burp. Oh, it's those guys. Bro, they have to deal with snipers. This is the worst race ever. That's where that's from. It's going. He really is just throwing bombs. I agree. Rawr. He sucks. He really just murdered like 3 people by now. How has he not been disqualified? I really want to play pod racing now. Oh my gosh.
Sebulba's in the lead, followed closely by Skywalker.
Okay, he's going up he's climbing. How has he never completed a race before? It seems like he probably knows the track because he's done it so often.
Skywalker's been forced onto the service ramp.
Are in front of him, right in front of him, aren't you? Imagine dedicating your life to something that a 5-year-old beats you at. I also just realized his last name is Skywalker. Where did that come from? Come on, Anakin, get this man's. He just base boosted you. Dude, I can't get over how cool the setting is. And just who would have thought about pod racing? Like this alien planet where they race and they're also hostile, and the design of each pod is so different than the one next to it. Anakin straight just murdered a man. Oh no, not yet. Oh, yes. Oh, he got lucky. He didn't deserve that mercy. Now that I look back upon it.
It's so wonderful, Annie. You have brought hope to those who have none. I'm so very proud of you.
Anakin grew up with so much support and love with the people around him. What happened? He seems like such a good kid with a good head on his shoulders.
Well, we have all the essential parts we need. I'm going back. Some unfinished business. I won't be long.
Why do I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?
Whoa! Pathetic life form. You didn't have to include pathetic? What has Tatooine done to you?
You're no longer a slave.
Now you can make your dreams come true, Annie. Will you take him with you? Is he to become a Jedi?
Yes. Our meeting was not a coincidence. Nothing happens by accident.
That was, I don't know how I feel about the mother just saying goodbye to her child. I mean, I know she wants what's best for him. You know, that is every mom's wish, what's best for her child.
Will I ever see you again?
What does your heart tell you?
Yes, I guess.
Then we will see each other again.
That's actually pretty sad. I don't like that.
I will come back and free you, Mom. I promise.
Does he come back and free his mom?
My God, sir, wait, I'm tired.
Yeah, there's a man.
Drop! Go! Tell them to take off!
Over there, fly low.
Can't they just shoot at Darth Maul? So he is also a Jedi. So there are good Jedi and bad Jedi.
Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It was Obi-Wan. Young Obi-Wan. I knew my eyes, my ears didn't deceive me. That's really cool design for a planet.
Senator Palpatine is waiting for us.
No, this evil man. No, you don't want him to wait for you because he's terrible.
You could call for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum.
Is that Palpatine? It's not. It sounds like Palpatine.
The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
It's Yoda. What? This is this movie.
We will discover the identity of your attacker. May the Force be with you.
And also with you.
Afraid, are you?
No, sir.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
Aw, that's actually terrifying. Being in a room filled with people who could read your mind, my mind would immediately go to like the weirdest things I possibly can.
Your Highness, Senator Palpatine has been nominated to succeed Valorum as
It is
Supreme
Palpatine.
Chancellor.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Your Majesty, if I am elected, I promise to put an end to corruption.
Really? Meanwhile, he's the most corrupt one.
Go with the Queen to Naboo and discover the identity of this Dark Warrior.
I don't want to be a problem.
You won't be any.
Won't be any problem. So you just said? Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh okay. They got machines. They got like the big guns and the big boys. Oh okay. Yeah. They're not gonna. A laser pointer? Oh, that's how they communicate. I thought they were gonna distract the droids.
Annie, find cover.
He's gonna go on one of the ships, isn't he? I called it! The classic Wilhelm scream. Oh, it's gonna be a big fight, isn't it? Oh my gosh, his design is so cool. The music is picking up. This feels like the classic Star Wars fighting now. I love it. Double sword? Double lightsaber? Okay, dude. This music is going in. The choreography's going in. He's really just, he's going on an offensive attack and he had no idea. I know Obi-Wan's gonna be okay, but still. He just started doing pull-ups instead, just back and forth, up and down. Instead of fighting. Ooh, what is this laser light show? What's happening? Oh, he was ready. He's not gonna be able to help Qui-Gon. Something's gonna happen to him. That's the only reason they would be trapped like that. I called it. I called it. Don't let the hate flow through you. Don't do it. Don't let him win. Can't you get him medical attention? Oh, he's ready. He's like... Oh, he's going in. Okay, I dig this choreography. I think this is my favorite choreography thus far. I mean, maybe it's a bit over the top and you can tell, but they executed it very well. You feel the anger from them. Oh, he is done for. Like, they're not just gonna start shooting at your ship. He's actually blowing up the ship.
It's blowing up from the inside.
We didn't hit it.
Kinda did. Your team did at least.
This is pod racing.
That's what it's from? Now this is pod racing? Oh my god. That's gonna be my new quote for the next week. Next time something good happens, I'm just gonna be like, now this is pod racing. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Use the force, grab it. Yes, 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 yes. Oh no. Cut him in half. Now this is pod racing. So bad. So, oh my gosh.
Obi-Wan, he is the chosen one. Train him.
Rest in peace. Qui-Gon. I was wondering why we'd never heard of him in the other films. He died in this one. And he was such a wholesome individual. His character at least, you know?
We are indebted to you for your bravery, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you, young Skywalker. We will watch your career with great interest.
We will watch your career with great interest? It's another meme. I know he will. I know Palpatine will watch his career with great interest.
What will happen to me now?
Council have granted me permission to train you. You will be a Jedi, I promise.
He's at this man's funeral. He's like, all right, but what about me? And that is the very, very beginning of Star Wars. Like the very, like, chronologically, I guess, would be the way to call time-wise? Okay, and end with a happy ending. I like that. Wow, I did not know what I was expecting. Okay. I can't wait to see the next episode. Oh my gosh. And there we have it. Star Wars Episode 1 is complete. It is finished and it is checked off. We went through, so far, 4 Star Wars films, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this one was significantly different than the original 3. I didn't know what the story was gonna be like, but we saw the very origins of Anakin, and it's kind of sad to see where he came from in his background, and it's also pretty funny because Luke eventually ended up growing up on Tatooine as well, so I thought that was pretty cool. The setting, as usual, beautiful, so eye-catching. I loved it. Just the entire background had my eye, like every frame. Regarding the character design, also top-notch. With the story, it was a bit difficult to follow in terms of, you know, being thrown into basically the very beginning of this universe that you're finally getting to know. This film was a lot more quirky than the original Star Wars. I'd say that Jar Jar Binks definitely brought a lot of quirk. He was obviously the comic relief. In the original Star Wars, every character had a serious aspect to them, and they also had a comedic side. With Jar Jar, it was typically just comedy. So I don't really know how I feel about Jar Jar. I think his character is funny, but I wish that he had more a serious note, kind of. But overall, I really do think that the film had its own type of charm. It did feel like a Star Wars. The pod racing was insane. I understand why they made a game entirely about it. I love the setting on Tatooine, and it really showed like the hostility of the planet is equal to the hostility of the people. And I also feel like the dialogue was extra cheesy in some moments, but I know Star Wars likes to have those cheesy moments, but it was definitely a little bit on the little saturated side, if you know what I mean. But other than that, I really did like the film, and I really like seeing the whole origin story. So I hope you guys liked the video, and let me know your thoughts. Please don't be super mean to me in the comments. I'm so scared. And I can't wait for the next episode. Bye everyone.